Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I feel extremely rosy right about now, but going with day 3, we are doing yet another themed eye makeup look with a palette that I have not yet used. So of course I have my Christmas shirt on. It says Merry Christmas and has Frosty being blowtorched. Another Steven Rose shirts, still not sponsored, still love his shirts though. So when I was editing last video, I felt like I rambled so very much, so I'm going to try to get right to the point this time. So the numbers that we have left between 1 and 5 are 2, 3, and 4. So I think let's just go ahead and go with number 3. So number 3 is little reindeer with little like lights all over their antlers. So that is what we are going to be based off of today. Palette that we will be using is the new Kesha Rose palette that she collabed with HipDot, which I do really like HipDot. I've only used their glitters though, and a lot of these shades, well, not a lot, but I'd say like half of them are mattes, so that'll be very interesting to use. And then I of course have the eyeliners, the lipstick, and the lip gloss as well. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I can already tell we're gonna have a slight issue. So he is brown, light brown with dark brown hoofs and different colored lights on him, and I honestly don't have a brown color in this palette. Unfortunately, I can't just use this palette because there's just not any browns at all. I'm gonna use this palette for sure, but with a little bit of help. Honestly, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think to try to make this as fair as possible, I'm just gonna use bronzer as eyeshadow as a base for the brown. The bronzer I'm gonna use as the brown is the NYX matte bronzer in shade medium, just because I have to have some brown in this look. I think this brown will be fine. So I'm gonna lay this down first. I was gonna do an actual eyeshadow palette, but I just felt like that would be too much, and I figured bronzer will be like a safe one. Plus, at least this way we can see if it performs with other products. I have an idea of what I'm gonna do for like the darker brown of the hooves. I don't know how great it's gonna work. I don't want to use a bunch of other products for this eye look because that defeats kind of the whole purpose. I honestly thought that there was like a brown shade in there before I picked my image for the day. That's kind of my fault, but at the same time, like, I like the look of that palette, but I feel like it wouldn't be super versatile. It would definitely be a palette that I would use like alongside another palette. So I'm gonna keep this bronzer out in case I need it again. But we have that brown laid down. I've noticed, like, unless I get really close, my eyes haven't been looking as green as they are. When I film, I feel like they look pretty brown. I don't like that, but whatever. Okay, so like I said, this is a very pretty palette and it has like some good color choices, but I feel like it goes with HipDot's theme though, because like HipDot to me isn't like a neutral brand. They're known for their colors, they're known for their glitters, in my opinion anyways. So I'm gonna deepen the crease. I'm gonna take this burgundy, which is Backstabber, and then a little bit of this orange, which is Boogie Feet. I'm gonna try to make like a darker-ish brown, I guess, like hoofy color. And I'm gonna deepen my crease with this. So it's not exactly what I wanted, but honestly, I'm not super disappointed about it. So in the camera, it picks up a lot more reddish. In person, it's like a mix between burgundy and brown, but I also think that's because of the bronzer that we put down. So we'll keep going and see what happens. So now that I have that laid down, I'm actually going to dip back into that bronzer and I'm going to buff that around the edge just because I feel like it's a little harsh, just to try to like dull it down a tad. So I again am wearing blush today and the Jeffree Star Diamond Wet Highlighter, because again I think it just kind of looks like a little snowy, a little wet. And because we're doing a Christmas look again, I kind of want to stick to my Christmas theme. Alright, so follow me. what I think I want to do, since we have some real estate, I'm gonna try to do lights again, but I'm gonna do them straight across. So we're gonna dip into 4 colors. We're gonna dip into red, it's a bright red shade, which is Cannibal. I'm gonna dip into Boogie Feet again. I'm gonna dip into Dinosaur, which is the green, which, by the way, that song by Kesha used to be my jam, which is really funny. And then I think I wanna dip into, I think we'll try Blow and see what shade of blue this is. It is definitely more of a metallic, but we'll have to see. So let's wish for the best and hope I don't mess this up again. I think the lights weren't bad last time. What ended up messing it up is because I put them in so different places and tried to connect them. That's what screwed it up. Alright, so the red is down. Go in with the orange next. Now I will say these are crazy pigmented, which is amazing. Like that red for sure. The orange is taking a little bit more to build up, but that's okay. Alright, next I'm going to dip into that lime green, which is Dinosaur. And looking at it in the pan, it looks like it has the smallest hint of glitter, which is totally fine. Now it isn't quite the shade that I want it to be, so I'm actually going to dip into a little bit of Godzilla, which is this darker green here. So that's a little bit better, but it's, again, not just quite what I want, but honestly I think that's going to be about as close as I'm going to get it, and I don't want to screw it up again. Although I already am, so I'm going to have to fix it. And then I think I want a purple shade, so I'm going to dip into Woman, this like purplish shade there. So I'm going to be honest, I'm not in love with this look, but it's my performance and it's my application, and I just thought it would look different, and it doesn't, but that's okay. So that is how they turned out. So it does come with 4 eyeliners, comes with gold. Oh, let me swatch these super quick. Well, I'm not gonna be using them because I thought maybe there's a white, but like, holy cow. Don't mind how dry my hands are. But holy cow, those are like crazy pigmented. Are they waterproof? Doesn't say, but like, holy cow. I see you. So again, I'm just going to take white and I'm going to dot the center of the colors. Hopefully I don't screw up this time. We'll see. Alright. So I didn't completely screw it up, but I feel like it also helped that they were more towards like the bottom of my eye, where like if I blink it wouldn't completely mess with it. Yeah, I'm not in love with it, but we're not done, so hopefully we can pull this look together. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the silver, which is TikTok, and I'm gonna try to dot it between the colors. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna try to dot it between the colors. I haven't used a HipDot glitter in just a little while, but she is chunky and a lot. Just gives it a little something. I feel like this glitter, honestly, is performing a little different than like my other HipDot glitters. It feels more soft in the pan, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just a little bit harder to apply. I would probably have to use my finger like I normally do, but unfortunately my fat fingers would completely screw it up. I'm gonna hit back into the bronzer one more time to buff along this just ever so slightly. Alright, and then I think I want to do, let's try, okay, cool, that might work. I'm gonna take a little bit of Honey, which is this like shimmery shade here, but it's not an actual glitter like TikTok, so I'm gonna try to buff that on my lower lash line and we'll see how that goes. So because I didn't use a blue shade like I planned, because since this is red I added purple on the inside instead, because I should have probably put red and then worked out, but anyways, I think I'm gonna do blue liner. So I don't mind that. I don't think I would put it under my eye again. I think I would definitely put it on top of my eye, but it is a very pretty color, and honestly they all performed pretty well. It's just it didn't work out how I wanted it to, but I mean that's not the palette's fault, that's mine for poor accusation. So let's go ahead. Which one was the blue one? Black. Let's try the blue. We're gonna attempt to do it in my waterline. Bro, my whole eyeball is blue. I mean, the liner's cute, but I don't think she's a waterline liner for sure. I will say that they go on very, like when I tested it on my hand, they went on extremely wet, but they dried really well. Alright, so I have that liner on. My eyes are watering extremely bad, and yeah, so I'm going to do my eyelashes and eyebrows real quick, and then we'll be right back. So before I clean it up, I do want to show you that the blue liner did bleed, so that is something to be careful of. I do not recommend using them as a like an waterline liner. I would definitely recommend as using them as like the top of your eyelid liner, like right next to your lash line. So just so you know. Alright, I'm back. I'm very much not satisfied with this eye look. It is very much my fault though. This is what we have. Yeah, this ain't it. So the liner, like if it had been like a stick, it probably would have been a little bit better. But adding the purple in my corners, not really it. Yeah, I just don't really like this look, and honestly it just kind of makes my face, like my eyes, look a little funny, but that's my fault. So we do have a lipstick, which is a bright red, and she does swatch pretty well. And then if I remember right, this is a pH changing lip gloss, so it's pretty clear. The wand is a little pink. I'm gonna actually try this first and just see what color it changes to. I feel like it has a little bit of a minty-esque to it, but it's like bubblegum pink. It feels nice. It almost feels moisturizing. It's not crazy sticky. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna put on the red. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I already felt like I was having a crap makeup day. It just wasn't really performing completely how I wanted, but at the same time, like, Christmas is getting closer and I kind of have to get these videos finished and uploaded before I leave town. So unfortunately, this is the content that you get for today. I promise the next two videos should be better. I'll have to find what palettes I'm going to be using, of course, but this is the palette. This is the palette. This is the eye look I created with the palette and the color changing gloss. So yeah, I don't hate them. It's not my favorite. I like some of my other HipDot palettes better. I do like the color variety in it, and it feels very HipDot because of that, but at the same time, I'm just such a neutral, boring ass girl. Like, if I have the option to have neutral plus some colors in a palette, that's obviously the way that I'm gonna go. They blended well, they performed well, they did what I wanted them to. It's just not what I had envisioned in my head, I guess. So nothing wrong with the products. This still feels very minty. The only thing I don't love is this shade of pink. This isn't really a me color, but I also think because of my eyes, like, it's just contrasting a lot. It reminds me very much of like bubblegum Barbie vibes, which I could be very much into, and the red lipstick seemed nice. Liquid eyeliners were great. Don't put them in your waterline. And yeah, the eyeshadow wasn't bad. I will say this packaging is literally everything. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, they killed it on that. And yeah, and I love the like shiny orange. So yeah, everything was good. It's just not what I wanted, unfortunately. So that's it for today. All the links are down below. December 29th is when the Formulate giveaway is over. Shop my closet. I still got tons of stuff for sale. All my other links are down there. I feel like I'm probably going to be doing a lot of cringy and or drunk TikToks. So if you want to see all that fun stuff, follow me down there as well. Hit subscribe if you have not. Like this video, comment any future ideas that you'd like. And we have 2 more eye looks of our Christmas eye / new palette testing videos. That's all I've got. Till next time, guys.